What's good, everybody? This is Silas from Silasbeats.info. Today I wanted to profile my equipment and then give you just a rundown of the different prices. Just so if you want to go out and buy equipment, you can have a look at some of the prices that I've spent. My stuff still is quite basic level, but like it works right in this setting, this environment. So I'm just gonna move across the studio. There isn't a lot of stuff to go through, but yeah. So I'm just gonna start with the monitors. So these are Yamaha HS5s. This is the second set of monitors I've ever had. The first set was PreSonus Ares 5s. Those ones came to, it was 2K for each. It came as a bundle of 4,000 Rand for that set of monitors. It doesn't come inclusive of it didn't come inclusive of the audio box, which is basically the interface. So we had the monitors. These monitors here came up to 7,000 Rand. I think it was 3.5 each. The thing with these ones is that the reason why I wanted to change over was because of the clarity that I was getting. So what happened was I was doing a lot of work with a guy called Jay Lawless, and he had these. And just off of what I was hearing whenever I went there as opposed to when I was working at home, I was like, there's a difference, and I was doing a whole lot more work there, so I ended up just getting a set of these. I sold the other ones. Another thing I got from that guy is the screen. The screen, secondhand, normal computer screen. You can grab one of those anywhere. This one I got from him for, I think it was 1.4, was it 1.2? So it was, wasn't too expensive. They said it was about 1.2, right? Normal basic screen. When I got the Yamaha HS5s, I also got the graphite, the 49 key. This is a Samsung product, very, very sturdy, very, very good. That one cost 4.6. It was 4.6. It doesn't have the typical hammer action, so if you're a real keyboardist and stuff, I wouldn't suggest getting something like this. I would probably invest a little bit more, but it does get quite pricey. When you start getting that real hammer action, the weighted keys, then you are looking beyond 10K to get something that's really, really solid. But this works perfectly fine at 4.6. I think it was 4.6 actually. At the same time, when I upgraded, first I had the audio box. I actually can't even pull it up. It's got all cables and stuff in it. But the audio box was 4K. Remember, it was 3999 on the so it was 4K. This here, very sturdy, very good. It's basically, I feel like this is the reason why a lot of the sound quality here has stepped up. I used to use the PreSonus, the audio box. It was the second generation audio box, and it worked for the most part. The guy who's using it now, it works really, really well. But I just felt like I wanted to take it up to the next sort of level, right? Then another thing in the studio. I'm not going to go over the price of the beds and whatnot. Those are whatever. But if you have a look just above the beds, you'll see that there's soundproofing, and it goes right around. Those are 2K. I think it was 2K for the bunch. I'm missing one. I don't even know where it is. There it is, the back of the door. That one's mainly for recording. Cool, so that's 12 panels that I have of soundproofing. They really do help out with the situation that I have here. The computer, which sits just under the table, came to about 15K. I did post in a video before that I was using a laptop. The laptop was just kicking. I'd be running projects, and whoever has produced music before knows that it'll start to chop like that. So I got sick and tired of doing that. So I still use it. Actually, it's over here. This guy over here. Used to use this guy here. Quite old, very sturdy still. I still do use it, but mainly for typing things out. The ProLine computer I have now, a lot stronger i7 processor. That came to 15,000 Rand, and that was inclusive of that and everything, all the little keyboard, mouse, everything. So that's the table sorted out, I think. Moving over to the little recording center. Very basic setup. Got the mic stand. That came to about 600 Rand. Then there is the barrier. The barrier came to 1.2. what actually happened was there was a guy who didn't want to make music anymore, and he was getting rid of his stuff. This was the last item I think he had left. So I was like, hey dude, can I grab it? I need it. And there it is. Then the microphone, this is an SE 2200. It is sturdy, and it delivers in terms of mic quality and everything. It delivers perfectly fine. It's got its own pop filter, so you don't need to buy another one of those. This came to 5.2. I think it's 5.2, 5.6. 5.2. Yeah, it was 5.2. Grand, it was 5.2. And yeah, that's basically that over here. Then there's obviously the Beats. I mean, you don't have to necessarily use Beats. You can use any kind of headphones. I just like using Beats because it sounds nice when people are recording. Other than that, that's pretty much it. There are a couple of other things I want to add. There's obviously the audio splitter for the headphones that I still want to add. It's about another K. I'll be getting one of those soon. There's another preamp that I want to get. So the preamp will basically be sitting between the microphone and the interface. It's going to be another object that sits there. It's going to help me to get a much cleaner, nice, brighter sound. I've eyed it out. I know exactly how much it costs. It's going to be 8,000 Rand. When I get a hold of that, then I'm pretty much done in terms of equipment. And then yeah, there's obviously all the small little things, the cables and everything that you see, and that can come to maybe 500 Rand in total for all of the cables. But for the most part, for the monitors, those come with cables. With the they gave me the mic cable when that came through. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, if there's any like sort of questions that you want to ask about specific kinds of equipment, what you might need, I might not be an expert, but I'll be able to use whatever practical experience I have to help you set up your own studio. Yeah, I mean, there's no need for a mixer. I actually have this conversation quite often, that there's no real need to have an entire mixer, especially for the sake of me just recording one person singing, rapping, doing whatever they're doing. Guitarists come through, they just plug their guitar into the audio interface and they just get going. So yeah, for the most part, this is perfect for a bedroom studio.